Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Panzer Corps 2. We're in the second battle of Kharkov. General Night Phoenix, I have an urgent update to report. While our forces have been marshalling at Kharkov in preparation for a new summer offensive, it seems that the Soviets have taken the initiative to attack. Our Romanian allies have already made contact with the enemy and confirmed the Soviets are headed for Kharkov. Given that we are already here and waiting, our forces are in a prime position to severely punish the enemy assault. Maintain control of Kharkov and defend the Romanian HQ unit. Annihilate both Soviet tank corps. We still have quite a distance from the approaching Soviets, so we have some luxury on deciding how to choose to engage them. We can easily defend this river line here, but I suspect the Soviets will also realize this. I would expect the Soviets to try and cross the Donets here with the majority of their forces in a sweeping maneuver around Kharkov. So we have the option to help defend the river line with the Romanians, or we can let them break through and then counterattack swiftly to cut their supply lines after some of their forces have crossed the Donets. We're in an excellent position to respond, but that does not mean we should underestimate the strength of our enemy. If this campaign has demonstrated anything, it is that the Soviets are quite adept at mustering tremendous amounts of forces against us. To victory for Germany. Mine General, we've received an order to field test an experimental prototype. It's an offer we've had before, these Bf-109Z aircraft, but seeing as they have not entered full-scale production, these opportunities are the only ones we'll have got to replenish our supply of them. We have three combination points. Would you like to use 3 of them to acquire a collection of prototype Bf-109Z aircraft? Yeah, sure. Whatever. Fierce fighter. It's garbage. Oop. Alright then, let's get to deploying and hope it doesn't crash again. Because that would be rather disappointing. Yeah, quite so. We can get the Soviets all the way up to these villages. It's a shame they didn't bother to name them. Makes me wonder whether they're just randomly placed. Yeah, Izium is a city here, but... like I said, they seem to have bothered a lot less with naming those cities. Shit. Alright, let's get to deploying. Also, we apparently have some new tanks, or this. And the recons. G model aircraft, but that's about it. I got some Soviet planes, but since those Soviet planes are all trashy, yeah, the best thing is the Yak-1, and that's just, well, it's technically as good as the Bf-109E, but since the F model is a lot better, it still doesn't matter. There's still no reason to use the Yak. Actually, the Yak is even worse. Never mind, I thought it was the other way around. There's no reason to use the Yak one then, okay. They're just strictly worse than the Bf-109. Right. Alright, yeah, let's get to deploying. Okay, so we get to take 10 more for this mission. That's nice. There are a few other things that I might want to deploy, so let's go and take a look. Looking at the upgrades, there are a few upgrades that I can make. If we look at the G model, that's already better. It's a strict upgrade. Well, except in price, but that doesn't really matter. So let's, for this mission, turn all these Messerschmitts to the G models. And that's our 3 upgrades already. Alright, alright. Where can we deploy anyhow? Only at Kharkov itself. Well, the enemy is not going to cross over here. But probably I'd want to let my recon scout over that area for a bit. I can put my planes over here at the front near Izium. Izium will very likely fall though, but I don't expect any rains, etc. So at that, it might actually be a good way for my fighters to already take out a significant portion of the enemy air force. Actually, I'm gonna deploy them to the one further to the back. I probably do not need their range. But I will not place the tactical bomber there. They'll go up here. So, as of reserve forces, I'm inclined to not really take another infantry. I found the Stuck's performance to be mediocre, to be honest. I might actually just opt for upgrading a few units. But I did find the AA's performance to be quite positive. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another recon. And probably another tank. And that will already get me high enough that I don't necessarily want to deploy anything except for one of these. Although this, yeah, this is, oh yeah, I can't upgrade it now, but I should be doing that next turn. Our next battle, it costs 1, so that's pretty good. Alright, let's get started. Units with the least movement, I guess, will go up front. But besides that, it doesn't really matter that much how we deploy these. First aid really only works on the units. I think we're good here. Alright, so first of all, I want to take a look. There don't seem to be any Soviet units there for the moment. Oh, there are partisans down here, so they're gonna take those areas. Alright. Well, I guess that's why I'm also taking recon units. Let's get those up front so we can actually spot those partisans in time. And don't get into too much trouble. And I also kind of need to make sure that we're somewhat safe. Don't really expect anything to come from this side either, but I cannot lose full... Well, I could actually lose full chance. Without too much trouble. Then I could fly to that airfield, but that might just only give me trouble. What I'll do is actively move my planes back for this turn for a little bit, so that these guys come out to play. And they probably won't be able to take the city this turn, so... It's still the Russians here. Yeah, like I predicted, they were gonna take that airfield. So it's good to go to the back airfield here. I wonder if they're gonna move that Romanian units. That's down. Kill you. Kill that fighter. Kill the Petliakov. And the MiG. They still might not necessarily be capable of capturing this, so then I'm still in good shape. I would wager. Guess they have a few more partisans than I expected. Wonder if that's gonna be an overrun. I guess not. Oh, it is. Sweet. That's good. The partisans would be a bit of a nuisance of that, so let's actually just send one recon up too, just in case they have some partisans there that are going to take those cities. Together with the one Azul infantry. I probably don't need those right at the start. So I'd be feeling okay doing that. Yeah. And against partisans, I'm also okay just leaving my infantry out in the open. I'm not too worried there. All I'm worried about at that point is just moving on, although... we do seem to have some pretty decent movement regardless. Do we have any next? Yeah, you, but that's it. I'll just try to meet them head on. And at least dealing with their air force already. Should be pretty good. Seems like they have some bridge mineers down there too. Because otherwise they would not be able to get down there so quickly. Well, good for them. And now that a significant portion of their air units is gone, I mean, I can currently only kill the BA-64 potentially, but I think... we can work things out here. They still have too many planes for my taste, but as I said, we're working on it. Haha, sweet. There don't seem to be any partisans. There do seem to be partisans in that area. There are probably also more partisans down here. Yep. No surprises. I'd like to have better movement, so... let's start with these. And if I overrun them, they can continue moving along. I would not expect there to be partisans in these areas, so... That should also at least allow most of my units to eventually get to that area. And since I have more freedom in terms of movement now, it no longer should be so much of a traffic jam trying to get through here. Right. Personally, I think that Izium is probably lost. So any units that I can already evacuate, I probably should. They don't have that many planes anymore, so. From where did those guys fly? Here? That would be really far. Maybe they have something there that I haven't seen yet. There's one unit from both Soviet tank corps that's dead. I wonder what was killed then. Really not sure, but it didn't fall. Wow. That's actually quite surprising. Huh. Wow. I mean, at least they cannot be repaired. It still feels like they might have another airfield or something. Well, we would have been able to see it. It's kind of weird. I'll move in here because that's fine. It doesn't seem like they have any more planes around here, so I'll gladly try and beat them. But I will send some fighters up there, I guess. Now the problem with this game, in a sense, is that the game no longer has a purchasing and thus no longer really like a wave system. Unless those units are just sitting and waiting there. The enemy recon is a little bit of a problem though, which is, I guess, creating another little jam here. But that's not such a big deal. Well, actually, I can just bomb it. And as long as my units are not in trucks, they'll be okay. Same for the Pioneers, rather. Okay. I'm also looking to keep attacking with my recon units because there's a achievement for getting a level 5 recon unit. I know that's a bit weird, but still. This is already looking super silly. But I talked about this while playing the French campaign already, saying that if this is already the extent that they need to make the game in order to have even a remotely small chance of putting any kind of pressure on me, then that's going to be pretty sad. They seem to have gotten Izium pretty good though. I do hope to retain the airfield, but I think that with those T-34s at least I can. Just have to be a bit careful of this 17 strength unit. T-3457. I don't think they can get into that hex. Preferably they can't. I haven't seen any Soviets on this side though. It might be partisans. That I have to deal with. Weird. But let's do that first. Move in here. Attack. Go for run. Okay. Unfortunate business, that. Let's kill it. I'm not particularly interested in having them repair. So, let's not. The real important question by attacking here is, can I keep it alive? Because I will capture a lot of T-3457s by damaging it. Maybe there's a different route. No, there's not, but at least they'll take a lot less damage. And I still got 40, like that should be enough to surface all my needs. And now they're at 8, which puts them in a much more powerful position than they were before. So I would still be pretty pleased with it. There's an anti-tank, so it should help this recon. And let's take the airfield, repair you. These guys are so powerful, I don't really think they're gonna get attacked. Obviously, you never know, but that is the sensation that I get here. Let's get this Pioneer to move upon that soon. Now, which location? Apparently I can attack T-50s. Alright, so because they are just parking it, it pretty much just means that at least there's not going to be any serious attack from that side. Let's just still take a look. None of those guys attacked. These are just partisans and that's it. So they probably just have partisans down there. Nothing too serious. At least I hope so. I will take a look, obviously. How many flame tanks do I have? Because I might want to take the OT-34. Mm-hmm. I have none. Well, that just means I'll have to take it. Let's get rid of those first, and then I need to get rid of this tank KV-141. Let's see. So, comparatively to something like a regular T-3441, they have less ammo, but they do have the ignores entrenchment and bunker killer abilities. They have less hard attack and a lot of close defense, so they, yeah, they're pretty good for that, I suppose, then. Ignores enemy entrenchment. But they still get counterattacked. So if you give them a no overrun unit, yeah, I think these guys can be pretty useful. They would be very good against units in the cities. I do have BA-64s, right? I'm just taking a look. Yeah, I do. Okay. Still love this Danish motorcycle unit. They're exactly the same, just with the different... Actually, it's not really that much the same. They actually look pretty different. I also have T-50s already, I think. I'm sorry, I'm just... Yeah, T-50. Okay. Just making sure. Because if I overrun them... Oh, they also have a T-3441 there. Huh. I guess they just came from there then. I guess I was wrong. Never mind that. Okay. Let's move. Kill those. Take back the airfield. Move in here. Kill the conscripts. These are a little exposed, but not so exposed that they are probably gonna die. Whoops. Let's move back a bit. No reason to stay there with my air units if they're gonna die anyway. That's a little bit too much heat for my taste. Especially with all the artillery coming up. If they can't go there, might just as well go here. Next turn I'll take down a significant portion of those units anyway. That's actually a lot of damage. That's a lot of infantry. Another partisan, huh? They're pretty weak. So I don't generally mind that much. Yeah. I mean, for my part, they can push around the Romanians however much they please. I don't really mind. That's pretty cocky. What they got there? T-3442? Huh. What the heck are you doing? I need to get that. They're probably gonna run out of ammo. Retake that. Four-2 odds are not even that bad, but as I said before, we kind of have to be a little bit careful. Though taking care of most of the artillery helps at least. Recon will help me deal more damage. Potentially. Wow. This is a bit tricky, so I do have to be careful. I still took 4. That's dangerous. They're also still there, though. These two are not so much a problem. Let's take a look at that new T-3442 compared to the T-3441. So they're 50 more expensive, 3 more heart attack, and 2 more ground defense. So I'll surely upgrade. They look almost identical, but they have some stuff on the back. I can capture more here, but I would need to repair the T-3441 here. You're out of ammo. You have only 1 ammo left. The goal is to take care of the bridge for this turn, though. To hold it. That shouldn't be the absolute worst, I think. Although it might give me trouble for a turn. Those are major rivers, but... Alright, that's pretty good. Killing another 2 units. And now... that should help somewhat. They're going to go to 4 out of 4, so they will no longer be able to attack. I also want to move the majority of my air forces back. That way, too, I'll be able to take a look down here where I can just go and take it. I'm a little bit hesitant because I don't know whether they have any force down there. So that's just also something that I think would be worthy of consideration. Let's take a look though. Haha, yeah, park it there, that's perfect. More partisans? I don't really care about those. I want to take back the village, but... if this is already... the extent of what they can do, that's quite pathetic. Okay, so that was a surrender. Let's get you back up to elites. Kill them. I could already cross the river, but I'd rather just hold it. For this turn while reorganizing a little bit. Plenty of these units apparently also just don't count. Not really sure how bad that might be. So after holding that river, guess now would be the time probably to cross it. I mean, probably. They seem to have mostly moved with infantry. Maybe I should just wait. We have a lot of time. So, why worry about it? I can just kill those 3 units and... be content with it. They're gonna do the same stuff again. Especially if they also just have more recon and stuff. I mean, they're showing that they could put in new units, but now, I am looking to get a position where, or attack again, so I can at least still get another overrun here, or move back. Like, they seem to still have plenty of other units here still. So let's just play it safe. And destroying 4 units a turn is already enough, so... in those terms, I'm doing fine. Let's go and take a look. Okay, so if that's the rest... that's not going to be super interesting. Okay, seems like they're still moving their infantry first. SU-76. I don't have any of those either. So trying to get across at this point, probably not a good idea. You'll probably get more infantry across again. We'll see. They don't seem to be having any anti-air there. Which is also a little bit weird. This is a Lee, huh? Well, as I said before, I'm mostly just interested in captures. They can still put a unit in here. Wonder if they would, yeah. No, don't do that. Okay. I don't need to capture all of them, and I'll get a lot of them, so that's okay. They might just repair it. Yeah, this is fine though. Again, they're putting in more infantry, but it does give me the chance to get some T-60s. Like, that'll just kill them, and that's no good, so... I will, again have to contend with myself with just killing 3 units. So there's still 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. KV 142. Huh. Okay. It's also something new. Very nice. I already have T60s. But I'll capture some. Move back, move in here. Kill them, get some surrenders from you, move back in. Let's get the they probably just cannot take damage from this, but oh well. Wow. Well, it's just a KV too. Surprised they're not even trying to do anything. They're probably dead. No. Let's kill these. At this point, the SU-76 is the most important, and I have plenty of them at this point. I'm probably never going to use them, so I only needed a few. Do I already have these? I don't think I do. I'll probably get enough chances to take them. Let's see. This is probably the first time. How many T-442s do I already have? Because I most likely will be able... Yeah, I'll be fine. There's no problem there, and I don't think I have any of these yet, so... Let's take a look. That's gorgeous. They're actually pretty expensive. They have far less slots. Yeah, they're obviously inferior, but still. That was fun while it lasted. What does it have? Overwhelming attack. I'm looking for something that's doing relatively little damage. 10 is already a lot. 1, 3. This should do it. Let's get the recon up top. That still gives me a few extra, so it's good. And there's most likely nothing there, but let's just move a bunch of units in there. Let's take those airfields there first so we can quickly see whether there are any other enemy units. Nope. That was dumb. It's completely empty. So all I need to do is take that last village and then I have everything. Soviets haven't taken anything at this stage. Alright. Not a lot of turns left. It's a very easy mission here. Well, I guess it falls into line of playing on regular difficulty. In that sense, this game is kind of like a shoe that you buy and it's completely white and you have to start painting and customize it and fix it yourself because the designers of the shoe failed to do it themselves. Should I be getting the points? Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to take a look at how many commendation points you get for protecting this, because I protected them and I didn't get any points, it seems like. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go into the Lua file, see how many I'm gonna get, and use a cheat code to, if I can at the very least even, and use a cheat code or something or the other to make sure that I do get the points. Because it would be rather silly for me not to get them. Because of that bug. Anyway, this has been an exceptional victory for us, in general, by attacking Kharkov with their reserve so brazenly. The Soviets have done our work for us. Instead of needing to clear them out as prelude to our summer offensive, the task is already complete. After months of weathering the combined storms of Soviet reinforcements and Russian snow, our forces will finally be ready to go on the offensive. Historically, while the Soviet counterattack to reclaim Kharkov of May 1942 was a disaster for the Red Army, the attack was plagued by being rushed into action, combined with insufficient training for the newly mustered forces that took part in it. At the same time, newly arrived German reinforcements on the Eastern Front, who were preparing for their own offensive, were able to rapidly respond to this attack. The scale of the resulting defeat had not been seen since the mass encirclements of last year's Barbarossa, as hundreds of thousands of Soviet troops were lost or taken prisoner in the failed Kharkov offensive. Alright, thanks for watching this one, take care, see you next time, and bye-bye.